Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday, August 7th. Thought I'd give you another quick update. I've got a lot done, but this will be kind of short because it's just going to be mainly showing you what I've been doing. I've got a lot of track work done since the last update, however many days ago that was. So let's just get started. This is Mauston. All the track work's done in it. So industries, so there's a depot and a freight house where that reefer's sitting. And then that ramp where those tractors are going to be, that's mostly for the implement dealership, which is sitting over here. There's going to be a gas station on this side of the tracks next to that tanker truck. There's a road going across the tracks right here. There's a feed mill here. It's served by some box cars. There's a grain elevator back there, the green building. Next to those tank cars, there's going to be a fuel oil dealer. Waiting for that kit to come in the mail. This is a road going to where this milk truck is sitting and that police car is sitting, but there's a hardware store here that's not served by any rail industries, but this tool and die shop is, and there's a gondola sitting there. There's a warehouse here that'll have box cars and then another grain elevator. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do in this town, and with the track layout you can get quite a bit done by staying off the mains. There's a runaround actually on both mains, on the eastbound and the westbound, so whoever's switching over here won't have to tie up the mains. So that's Mauston. If we keep going west, the next town is New Lisbon, and I finished the track work on that today. Well, we caught the Olympian Hiawatha sitting at the station, so yeah, those two tracks that go into the backdrop, those are the Y that go up to Wausau, the Valley line, up to Wausau and Tomahawk. There's a coal dealer there. That's the depot. There's a house track with an express reefer sitting at it. There's going to be a scrap dealer back there. And then here's the little yard. So it's a 3-track yard. There's actually 4 tracks, but usually you'll leave the one open so you can get around to the other end of your strings of cars. And I did put a nice size yard lead on it, so again you can stay off the mains. And there's a variety of cars sitting in here that'll be placed at different spots on the layout. And then again on the eastbound main, there's 2 passing sidings here with various loads and stuff on it. There was an engine terminal further into the backdrop here on the inside of the Y, but I didn't have room to model that, so the switcher will just be sitting around here. So we continue westbound. And we hit Camp Douglas. There's a livestock yard here. There's a water tower. There's going to be a coal tipple there too. And then this is a depot. It's a Depot by John kit. It's very nice because it's a Milwaukee Road prototype. I got a question in the last video or the video before what these little orange crawlers were, these loads were. These are Wheels of Time models. They're Alice Chalmers HD21 crawlers. What's kind of cool about this, if you're familiar with Milwaukee, Alice Chalmers is an online customer in the city of Milwaukee. The only problem is that they didn't actually manufacture the crawlers in the Milwaukee plant, but we're going to use a little modeler's license and pretend. So Camp Douglas has an interlocking tower. Again, this is the diamonds across the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Omaha, which was by this time the Chicago Northwestern. So there's an interchange track back there that goes towards Yville, and then another interchange track up here that would have gone towards Elroy. There's another co-op here that's served by some boxcars. Another scrap dealer and another grain elevator. And there's a nice long passing siding here on the westbound main. So that's Camp Douglas. And we continue westbound. The final town on the layout is, it's not really a town, it's Camp McCoy. There's a big livestock yard here, which will be served by quite a few stock cars. That track that goes into the backdrop, that's the Chicago Northwestern main line. And then again, we have a Y here that goes into the Army base at Fort McCoy. So there was a lot of train traffic coming in here. So I got a duck being unloaded here. And I ordered some more tanks and stuff like that that were air appropriate. And they're going to be sitting around loading. So again, that track in the background, that's the Chicago Northwestern main line, and here's the interchange track again with them. Just to save myself a few bucks, since these turnouts weren't going to be useful, I didn't put blue points on them, and I soldered them shut, for lack of a better term. I wired the frog for only one direction, because you weren't going to go up that little leg of the Y or that little leg of the Y anyway, so I figure why mess around with it. So I may do that over in New Lisbon, I may not. Those legs of those Ys are a little longer, and I may use that for engine storage. So anyways, so we continue west. Yeah, there's a Penzi engine that just showed up in the mail here, so I painted the deck and I gotta weather it. So this is spare engines when I get the track done, and then of course the staging yard, which is both lacrosse and portage. So that's got to get finished yet. Otherwise, all the track on the layout is done, with the exception of the staging yard. So like I said, I've got quite a bit done since the last update. So yeah, that's it. My plan next is to keep installing blue points and finish the track in the staging yard, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do from there. I probably will start ballasting. So yeah. So I hope everybody has a good rest of their weekend. And I'll see you on the next update. Thanks for watching.